It is quite possible that people have lost a lot of money in this new treasure scam. Does it mean that treasure is vulnerable? We're going to talk about that in today's episode. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5, staying live here in Dubai. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is good. Hopefully you did not fall for this treasure scam that we're going to be talking about in today's episode. It's really sad. I almost, well, no way I would have fallen for that because I'm, I know what the time it is and I know what where the scams are. It was clear for me. But yes, I did almost got scammed by this application I'm going to be talking about. Now, we're also going to be doing some trading, right? Because Bitcoin, Ethereum, they reversed. They started pumping. It was clear that we were going down. It was most likely we were going down, and we reversed. What happened? Why did this happen? How do we trade this? How do we make money from this? We're going to be talking about that in today's episode. And if you're interested in trading it, make sure you head over to okx.davincij15.com, bybit.davincij15.com, or if you don't want to do KYC, because it sucks, you can go to 2bit or 2.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Once again, let me help you with that. That's too.davincij15.com, as you can see right here. They'll bring you to this website. You fill in you just sign up, right? No need to provide them with any information, and they will allow you to trade and withdraw up to 50 Bitcoin per day. Not only that, if you share your affiliate link, get 60% commission, 60% of whatever somebody else is trading for, and whatever they're like. If they're doing a lot of trades, that's a lot of money. All right, so definitely want to do that. Okay, also Bybit, right? They're doing fast track, right, for VIP. Definitely want to be a part of that as well. Okay, there's a fake treasure wallet in the Apple App Store draining crypto. Well, yes, it is horrible. A malicious treasure app has appeared on the Apple Store under the fake name Treasure Wallet Suite. Yes. Download a treasure app onto your Apple iPhone lately? Yeah, I did it on my iPad. Better double check it. A malicious treasure app has appeared on the Apple App Store, potentially putting users at risk, danger of losing their crypto. Under a fake name Treasure Wallet Suite, the app was pointed out on Twitter yesterday as a false version of the hardware wallet provider software. Yes, I recently did download this application, and once it asked me for the seed phrase, I was like, oh, this is a scam. How did I know that it was a scam? How did I immediately said, scam? It's because when you use a hardware wallet such as Treasure, and you can head over, if you're interested in buying one, treasure.davincij15.com. Links are also in the description below. When you do that, right, this is called cold storage. When you store it on when you use this device, this is a cold storage device. What does that mean? It means that the keys do not leave the device. I'm going to repeat that again. The keys do not leave the device. You only take the keys and you put, that's a 12 or 24 word passphrase, and you put it in a safe. When you need to use them, those 24 or 12 word passphrase, because you lost this device or the device is broken or whatever, and to recover your funds, you only put it back in the same device or another hardware wallet that does not allow the keys to leave the device. Now, we know of another hardware wallet company that allows the keys to leave the device. Ledger. And they have lost money. They have lost money heavily. So, the reason why you do not allow the keys to leave this device is because you will not be sure if someone stole the money or you've made a mistake, somebody's taken your keys, right? So, the only way for someone to actually take the money, someone has to take your keys, which you have storedly saved in your safe. basically, if you have like a combination safe or whatever. So that's the key thing about hardware wallets. It's a cold storage, and that means it never let the keys go onto physical computer. So if you have like password manager, right? A lot of people use password manager. Do not put your 24 or 12 word seed phrase on the password manager. Do not do that. It should never get near a computer. Never. Never. Because that computer can be hacked. That computer can be remotely taken over, or someone else can do something to that. Please get that to your head. Do not share your 24-word passphrase or 12-word passphrase with anyone or on any software device. You should only enter it inside the hardware itself. Okay. I have to beat that over your head because it's important, right? All right. So I'm also doing a meetup, right? If you're interested in getting involved in that meetup, you have to have a Davitar, and it's going to be this Saturday. You can just head over to OpenSea /collection Davitar. Links in the description below. Also, I'm going to be at the Blockchance 2023 conference. I'm going to be speaking there. Also going to be speaking today, actually, at the World Token Summit, right? So check that out as well. I'm going to probably leave some information about that in the description. Yeah, so if you're interested in the Blockchance, make sure that you head over to use this code and you get 30% off, right? And also get some treasure today. Make sure that you do not share those keys. Okay, take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin. Wow. Bollinger Bands tightened, right? Once we blew above this area, once we did this, we broke above here. We had a short. I suggested a short from here, and once we broke above the stop loss, right? The stop loss was set at 26.9. It was over, right? Because we broke this trend, this downward trend, and we even back tested the downward trend and jumped off of it. Once that started to happen, that was a clear indication, absolute trend had reversed. And we just blew through several resistance. It reversed heavy, as you can see. The market has just pumped heavily. So how do we trade this going forward? Unfortunately, the only way to trade this is at the lower time frames, because you're late for the party. You should have been buying down here, not up here. If you're interested in buying up here, you have to do that on the shorter time frames. And with the shorter time frames, right, you have to look for W's and ride the wave higher, slightly higher. Only slightly higher. The reason why, because this will reverse against you sometimes. So you have to take small wins when the market has trended in one direction and left you behind. And that's just the way it is. You cannot buy this up here for a longer hold to a higher amount. You have to trade this properly. You have to look for W's at the lower time frames. There's a nice W here. Break of the W takes us all the way to this next level, right? You could have trade the best way to trade this, right? You just take the W at the next stop loss, right? The lowest point in the W is where, right? This is the W right here. Oops, right there. And so at this lowest point is where you'd want to take the trade. You'd also make sure that you do a 1-to-1 first, set it to 1-to-1. And the reason why is because that's technically where the targets are for W's, right? Everything else is if you get too greedy, you will lose, right? Because we know that saying, right? Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So don't be a pig in the market. Take your 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and there you have it. Then you could have seen if you could have got more. Probably not, because unless you moved your stop to break even, yeah, you would have been probably stopped out if you just took half profits and moved your stop to 50%. For the rest of it, then yeah, you would have been stopped out. But if you had the break even stop, you could have gotten a little bit more on that. And that's the way you trade these breakouts. It's the only other way. I mean, maybe there's other ways, right? You could trade the breakouts, but this is the way I trade these breakouts. Is that I have to go down to the lower time frames. I cannot go to the higher time frames and get into a trade. It is too late because the market has left the building here. You can see we are outside the Bollinger Bands, right? We've got 4 candles outside the bands. Now, the bands are an average between the mean, and most times the market stays 95% inside the band. So when we're outside the band, doesn't mean it's going to come back in right away, but we can say that, hey, it's too late to be a buyer in this particular bullish scenario. Looking finally at Ethereum, it's the same thing. There is not much you can do. We are way outside the bands. Trying to jump into a trade is deadly dangerous here. Yes, you could do that. You could jump on one right now and take this to the next support level, but it's going to be a brutal ride up to the next resistance. The resistance at 1850 is where you can see Ethereum have some issues before we if it breaks the 1850, right, it can blow through this, and we can see this over $2,000 very, very fast. Is Ethereum and Bitcoin ready for a new bull market? No. How do we know if we've broken the trend, basically? Not the bull market, broken the trend. We haven't even broken the trend yet. See? How do you know? Because look, we have to break not only this level, but at very least at the $2,000 to $20 level in order to say, yeah, the trend might have changed. Because here's the thing. We need to come back, create a new higher low, and then go higher. Not always, but most of the time. So we have to look for something like that in order to really confirm the breakout. Without that, this is just a fake out on the price action. All right. Well, I hope you learned something today. I hope you definitely learned to make sure that your keys are only stored on your hardware wallet, because without that security, without that knowledge, you will lose your money in crypto. So thank you for watching. Thanks for paying attention to this. I hope you learned something. Share this with your friends and family members. It's very important. If you happen to learn how to use these, make sure you understand keys are sacred. Those 24 words are sacred. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.